What's up guys, it's me, Tiff, and in case you're not aware, I actually started this YouTube channel last summer because I lost a lot of money to another collapsed crypto company called Celsius Network. I left 3.1 Bitcoins and 11.6 ETH in Celsius along with some other coins like Matic and Aave, and it was worth well over $200,000 at the time I deposited it. This was obviously a very poor decision. You don't have to tell me that, but I liked the idea of being able to earn some yield on the crypto that I owned, and I obviously deeply regretted it afterwards. In fact, I was suicidal for a couple of months. But anyway, it's been over a year since Celsius Network halted withdrawals and went bankrupt in July 2022, and us earned creditors still haven't seen a dime of our money back. But it looks like we're finally in the last inning of this god-awful bankruptcy because Celsius Network's recovery plan has been voted on and has finally been confirmed. Essentially, Celsius Network's recovery plan is to try to repay customers at least a percentage of what they left in their Celsius Network accounts through a combination of a portion of liquid crypto paid back in Bitcoin and ETH, as well as stock in a newly restructured company that we've been referring to as NewCo. Basically, Celsius plans to transform into a creditor-owned Bitcoin mining and ETH staking platform to generate revenue. The new company currently has around 125,000 Bitcoin mining rigs that Alex Mashinsky, the former CEO of Celsius Network, bought without our permission with creditors' money. And they obviously also have a ton of ETH that customers deposited. Like I said, I left 11.6 ETH in Celsius. So they'll be keeping a lot of that ETH to themselves so they can stake it and earn staking revenue. The new company will be guided by Arrington Capital, founded by Michael Arrington, who is also the founder of TechCrunch. And apparently, under ideal circumstances, we could potentially see some of our assets back as early as the first quarter of next year. And they'd be distributing roughly $2 billion of our remaining crypto in ETH and Bitcoin. Quick pause, but I wanted to give a shout out to my sponsor, Aura. Aura is an identity theft and data security company that protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the web and the dark web for your sensitive information like your emails, passwords, social security number, etc., and alerts you immediately if it finds anything and automatically requests removal for you. Aura's actually found a ton of my personal information like my passwords, home address, and phone number leaked out there on the internet, and they automatically alerted me and successfully removed a lot of that for me. So I actually pay for a subscription to Aura, but they're offering my followers a 2-week free trial at aura.com/Tiffany or using this handy little QR code right here. If you don't like them, you can obviously cancel at any time. Anyway, thank you to Aura and back to the video. However, we still don't know what exact percentage of our liquid crypto we'll actually be seeing back. In June last year, they estimated that it would be roughly 36.4% of our liquid crypto back, but keep in mind that that percentage estimate was calculated based on the prices of crypto on the petition date, or the date that Celsius filed for bankruptcy, when we were in an extreme bear market. So the actual percentage of liquid crypto that customers will really see back depends on the prices of crypto around the plan's effective date. We still don't know what exact date this plan will actually go into effect, but apparently 15 days before the effective date, they'll basically take a snapshot of crypto prices and we'll find out what percentage of our claims we're actually getting back in liquid crypto. But keep in mind that we literally cannot get back more than half of what we put into Celsius because Celsius managed to lose over half of our coins. I'm personally expecting anything within the 20 to 40% range, and I think that's being optimistic. Also, don't quote me on that. And on top of that, of course, we're getting stock in this new Bitcoin mining ETH staking company. Personally, the stock isn't something I'm particularly enthusiastic about. It sounds like US Bitcoin Core is relatively competent and experienced in Bitcoin mining, but Bitcoin mining isn't guaranteed to be profitable. And the fact that they're basically keeping a ton of customers' ETH to stake just feels like a forced investment. In an ideal world, I'd rather just have my ETH back, and if I want to stake it, I can stake it myself. So one thing to note is that even though creditors voted to approve this plan, it actually came with a backup plan, because for this new company to actually start, we need the SEC and other regulators to approve it first. And Judge Glenn has apparently urged the SEC to move quickly in deciding whether or not to approve the plan. If this NewCo plan is not approved by regulators, we would pivot into the backup plan, the BRIC plan. The BRIC backup plan is basically just a controlled liquidation of all of our assets, which personally I think we maybe should have just gone for in the first place rather than spending a year bleeding bankruptcy and legal fees, which were ultimately coming from customer funds. But anyway, so in sum, it still could go either way, this NewCo plan or this BRIC backup plan. We would still need to wait on regulatory approval, and there is still no effective date, but it does finally feel like we are in the last inning and we may potentially see funds back as early as 2024. Although I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up taking longer because this bankruptcy has been moving at a glacial pace. Either way, customers would also get stake in litigation proceeds against Alex Mashinsky, the former CEO of Celsius, and other executives. Alex Mashinsky, the former CEO and founder of Celsius, has been charged with multiple counts of fraud, conspiracy to commit fraud, and other crimes like manipulating Cell tokens price. In fact, he made over $42 million selling Celsius's native token Cell, despite the fact that he was telling the public that he was not selling Cell. I personally think that Alex Mashinsky is a more deplorable and truly evil human being than Sam Bankman-Fried is, but was less successful at scaling his business, so ultimately stole less money. He has, of course, however, pled not guilty to all of his criminal charges. His criminal trial is set for September 2024, and you best believe I will be there in person to cover it. In the meantime, I'll be doing some deep dives on Alex Mashinsky and his wife Krissy Mashinsky and their atrocities on this YouTube channel. In fact, I've already had a confrontation with Alex and Krissy Mashinsky in New York, which is already on my YouTube channel, but I might repost it soon or add some clips soon. But they both fucking hate me. For some context, this is because after I lost a lot of my life savings to Celsius Network, I started posting updates about Celsius's bankruptcy, and employees inside the company began contacting me with leaked information like leaked audio files, leaked transaction histories, leaked documents, and even all of Alex Mashinsky's wallet addresses. And I started posting these leaks on my social media pages. In response, Krissy Mashinsky, Alex Mashinsky's unhinged wife, has accused me of breaking into Celsius's databases, of breaking into their home, and also of helping Sam Bankman-Fried bribe Chinese government officials, which was just straight up racist. So let's just say I have an axe to grind with Celsius, and I actually think that Alex Mashinsky and Krissy Mashinsky are more evil, sinister human beings than Sam Bankman-Fried is. So I can't wait to post more about that, and I will also be covering Alex Mashinsky's trial in person in September 2024. So if you'd like to follow along with all of that, feel free to subscribe to me. I'm also very active on Twitter at tiffanyfong with 1_, on YouTube at tiffanyfong, and on Substack at tiffanyfong.substack.com. Let me know what other kinds of videos you want to see from me, and I also wanted to thank my sponsor, Aura. Again, I personally pay for a monthly Aura subscription, but they're offering my followers a 2-week free trial at aura.com/Tiffany. If you don't like them, you can obviously cancel, but I personally think it's worth a try. Anyway, I love you all so very much, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye! You seem to post about me quite a bit. Oh, thank you. Hi. Thank you!
Well, I mean, you work. Yeah. I think it's very important what they're doing. Yeah. So, you know, am I not good with you enough?
You've been posting about me.
Do you want, actually, John?
You've been posting about me. So, Krissy, you accused me of breaking into your home, and you accused me of
Krissy, you accused Tiffany of breaking into your house.
And bribing Chinese government officials, apparently. Government officials, I'm not really sure where that came from. But Krissy, do you not find it kind of racist that you accused me of helping Sam Bankman-Fried bribe Chinese government officials? Is that...